listen carefully. The olive leaf extract can reverse high blood pressure and diabetic high blood sugar, or the sugar as some of our grandmamas may call it. It can also kill any nasty little bugs in your bodies like parasites, bacteria, fungi, tumors, and much, much more. And if that's not enough, you can also tell certain cancers like breast, prostate, colon, liver, and skin cancer to take a seat, because the olive leaf extract has been known to fight it. And their friend lupus can get it too, okay? So I need my winos to be in good health because we have some good dragging to do. So visit myoliveleaf.biz to help get your health in order. Savannah Grant.
That's correct.
Okay. On July 20th, 2002, you were 23 years old when you mixed up Clorox bleach with red lye and tossed it in the face of 30-year-old Sabrina Greenlee. She is now blind in both eyes due to the acid mix that was tossed in her face. You were sentenced to 20 years for assault and battery with intent to kill. This was all over a boyfriend that you both shared.
And I didn't find out until after the incident during my court trial that they had been seeing each other. Well, she kept calling the house, and I was like, why do you keep calling my house? I have a baby here. You know, why do you keep calling and hanging up all night long? One of my friends, homeboys, they was like, you know, he's seeing this chick named Sabrina, the stripper chick that works at Godiva's. I was like, nah, I don't know her. I never heard of her, never seen her. And he was like, you guys kind of favor a lot. And I was like, I don't know who she is. Until one day I was at my cousin's house, and Anton apparently used Sabrina's home phone and called me at my cousin's house, and she called back. But she had a conversation with my cousin, not me. And so my cousin called me and told me the nature of the conversation with the two of them. So we have a heated argument. He's ranting and raving and fussing. Are you effing that good? And you gonna give me some? And so he ripped my skirt off. So we're here in my living room, and I didn't have a whole lot of furniture at the time.
Okay.
And so we're right there on the floor, and somebody rang my doorbell. I said, don't answer it. I felt like it was her, and it was.
We got bare chest. He ain't even grew hair yet. Okay, listen. This is Judge, what's his name? Gregory Locke, okay? And apparently their OnlyFans were locked down. Judge Gregory Locke is a New York judge who, make sure I get the details right, had an OnlyFans, okay, as a judge, making $58 an hour, but on his OnlyFans, which was his side hustle, he's getting paid $12 per subscription. Okay, he's in competition with me, so I know he okay. You know what I'm saying? He ain't struggling for nothing, you know? And so apparently one of his coworkers discovered the OnlyFans and went and snitched. Now I'm trying to figure out why was the coworker on OnlyFans in the first place, and why didn't the coworker lose their job along with the judge? It's hard to become a judge. You got to get elected by the people to become a judge, okay? You don't just become a judge. So he worked very hard at that. He got the votes, as you can see. Same way he got the subscriptions, right? And so to see a judge, I think this is the first judge in history that has ever taken the OnlyFans to get a side gig instead of locking black men up and getting a kickback from the private prisons to lock them up. He's trying to do things the legal way. So I'm with him on this. What is the problem? Why are y'all shooting me birds back there? The first time we got a man that is not breaking the law. This man is not breaking the law. Okay, this is completely legal. There's nowhere in his handbook that says he cannot take on a part-time judge. Okay? I mean, a part-time gig as a judge. There's nothing in the handbook that says he cannot do that, okay? And now they got to go back and rewrite the law. And because he knows the law, he knew that he was legally able to start an OnlyFans, and that's why he did it, okay? But they said no. They fired him for, hold on, unprofessional behavior. I don't see how that was unprofessional, okay? Because people ain't had only those that are on OnlyFans are subscribed to OnlyFans, okay? It ain't like he's selling his OnlyFans to his clients saying, hey, if you give me if you subscribe to my OnlyFans, I'll let you off with a warning. That's not what he's doing here, okay? He's on Twitter with other people on Twitter. This is what Twitter is for. This is who Twitter really need to charge, these OnlyFans people, okay? Don't charge us, charge them. They the ones making the money and taking the platform down, okay? So while they're taking it down, you increase the prices on them to advertise and market all the pornography that they want, okay? Now, according to the New York Post, Gregory A. Locke, 33, was getting his little freak on his OnlyFans account. He was posting very sexual content like hardcore-ography, okay? Orgies, okay? And instances, get this, of him drinking the contents of what appeared to be a used condom. He worked hard for that $12. All I do is disseminate content for $12, and y'all get mad at me for asking for that. Y'all say it's too much. Y'all say it's too much, but at least you ain't watching me drink contents out of a used condom. Now, whose contents they were, I didn't go look at the OnlyFans to see, but I'm going to go see now because he going to need the support. He ain't got no job right now, okay? So this is his only gig, so this is all he's got, okay? So we have got to show Gregory A. Locke some love, okay? We have got to help him get through this. This is a hard blow to his career, although I'm sure he's receiving harder blows right now. You know, on his OnlyFans, but I just don't see anything wrong with it, okay? $58 an hour over $12 subscriptions. If I had to choose, I think he was going to build that up anyway as a way to move over. But y'all just pushed him into his purpose, okay? They just gave him the motivation that he needed. And with inflation going on, especially being a New York judge, he couldn't afford to pay his bills on $58 an hour. You can't afford to live anywhere in New York for $50 an hour, let alone date or get a wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with him on this because, like I said, it's either him sending black men upstate Rikers Island, okay, upstate New York, Buffalo, for a kickback on how many prisoners they receive, okay, because their prisons are understaffed, right? They don't want to send their men, they want to send the black men, versus him just telling a few men and women, okay, subscribe. That's it. That's it. So I am in support. Vote for Gregory. All right. So, child, how do you get? Didn't I tell y'all that, and thank y'all for tagging me in this here post, okay? Y'all know in order to keep me abreast, because a lot of times I be deleting my Instagram and Facebook, just too many notifications and stuff like that. So I have to rely on a lot of what y'all tell me that's currently trending, okay? Because I'm working on a lot of my own stuff, my own exclusives, that a lot of times I don't have time to follow the things that are here. But when I do log in, I'm currently, what I'm showing y'all, and I'm gonna put y'all in on a little secret here. This is the kind of news that I follow, okay? So when y'all see all the health and wellness and the judges and stuff, the ography and all that stuff, that is my head. That is what is inside my head, and the stuff that I'm thinking, I just split it out, okay? So it's not falling in line to what's trending, but I do rely on y'all to keep me abreast on what's going on. So if there is something that y'all want me to talk about, I will talk about it, okay? And so y'all tag me on this here when Tyreese did this little interview here. When I said that he was not over and he was clearly still in love with his ex-wife, Samantha Lee, okay? Take a look at it. His words, not mine. Let's go.
I was with a woman named Samantha for 5 years. We got married. We had a 1-year-old beautiful child named Soraya. And she just left me out the blue. And never came back. And I never cheated. No physical domestic violence. No side chick. No infidelity, nothing. No going through my phone and seeing something was going on, nothing. As a matter of fact, it ain't funny, but the running joke is the only other woman I kissed in 5 years was Naomi Harris' forehead in the movie Black and Blue. Didn't even get no lips out of it, you know?
So you don't think she ever loved you?
I don't think she ever loved me. Because if she did, it wouldn't be that easy to leave. So I'm in a new relationship. I've been with my girl now for 2 years, and she's incredible. She's sweet, she's kind, probably the most patient and nurturing woman God could have ever sent me, because there's nothing more uncomfortable than getting in a relationship with someone while they're in the middle of a departure from their ex.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you healed?
No, but I haven't healed like all the way.
So why not be single first?
That's not my choice.
Elaborate. What do you mean?
Well, it's not meant for everybody to be alone after a painful, depressing breakup, because that's how people kill themselves. Mm-hmm. Some people go into a state of depression and they never get out of it because they want to isolate and say, until I get all my together, I don't even want to give love a shot. I think love can help you to love again if you allow yourself. So I think, I think that's a tradition that a whole lot of women I find could find themselves sticking to. I know it's like, oh, as soon as we break up, we in the club, we out. That wasn't my approach. But I knew that I was so traumatized and shook and confused that I did not need to be alone, and I also didn't need to be in no clubs. I didn't need to be some old-ass man out, snatching booty off the pole and just bringing random chicks to my crib because the game is open again, So I met this woman. We both faithful to each other. We've been together for 2 years. Yesterday was our 2nd year anniversary. And
Congrats.
Thank you. And, Zelly never asked to be here. I was a very married man with a very married woman, and we was living our life and she was living hers. So I just thank God for all of the laughter, all of the vibe, all the intimacy, all the jokes, all the, popping pimples on my face and, rubbing me down in the bathtub and cooking for me and saying, baby, let's watch a movie. Like, everything that she bring and has brought into my life was never there before she got here. And so the choice to say, have you healed? Stay alone until you've healed? I ain't with none of that. I'm in therapy.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
I'm in therapy. Me and my girl is in therapy. And we just out living our life. I'm not a walking, living time bomb, and she ain't either, but she was fresh out of a situation just like me. So I think the love that we brought into each other's life and the timing couldn't be better.
Well, I'm glad you said the therapy
She
part.
is a part of the beauty of my pain.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, so there was a lot that was said here, a lot that I have already told y'all, that this man is still in love with his black queen. Okay, never called her a black queen though, even though she blacker than her. But few things. Okay, let's start with Zelly. Okay, Timothy, right? Not Thomas. Okay, Zelly Timothy. His transition said that she is everything that Samantha was not, but everything but Samantha. Also said, I hope you followed me there. That made sense, right? Okay. Said that she cooks, cleans, she does everything, pops his pimples, does everything, but she just doesn't have that one thing, Samantha. All right, and I just want young girls, because she's young, to pay attention to this. Now, even though this may be comfortable for her, she's with an actor, he's got money, but still, like, you can do everything you can for a man, but when his heart is somewhere else, there's nothing you can do, okay? Nothing. Doors closed, all right? Because men don't love too often, all right? And they don't love very much. And so it's going to be hard for her to even capture the heart when his heart is clearly still with Samantha. Now, what Samantha has done is what I try to tell a lot of women to do. I need to enter this whole dating arena. I really do. It's time. Because listen, when you ignore a man, it kills his ego. They can't stand rejection. They can't stand it. They can't stand when they are not a priority in your life, okay? Now, he sat up there and just lied. See, the problem with men like this, he can go and tell her whatever, because Samantha grew up fast when she had that baby. This one ain't grew up because she still got a baby, and she got a baby she need to take care of, and he helping to take care of that baby, so she won't have to turn around on Instagram to take care of that baby, if you understand what I'm talking about. Turning around. Now, he claims claims he never did anything. He claims never cheated. Never found nothing in my phone. Never lied. Never hid up. Okay? Always was perfect. That's what he said. And he still doesn't have closure, but yet he still loves her. He still loves her because you know why? She's in control. She's always in control because she never gave him exactly what she's giving him. Everything. Okay? Now, not only did he say he never did anything, the problem that I have with men or people like Tyreese is they don't understand that it's the never did anything that has you lonely right now. When you say you've never done anything, imagine being with a person that never does anything. Just sit on that for a second. They don't lie. They don't cheat. They don't steal. They don't heal. They don't kill. They don't do nothing. They don't do shit. Just imagine being with somebody that has never done anything and then trying to talk to them about something they did. Imagine how that conversation is going to go. Imagine how you're going to feel as a person that the person that you're with doesn't even identify as human. Imagine you being honest and vulnerable and the person that you're with doesn't understand what vulnerability or empathy is or sympathy because he never does anything. You shouldn't question me about nothing because you lucky I ain't got in my phone. You shouldn't question me about nothing because I could be lying to you. I could be out there doing this, but I'm not. I'm with you, so that should tell you what you need to know. See, he can do that to somebody like her, okay, that needs to turn around on Instagram like this to make a living. But for somebody who has said degree and can make their own money, or better yet, hit yours and live in a townhouse next door and she ain't got to put up with you, it's different levels, brother, okay? And what you have experienced was somebody in the process of humbling your ass, all right? You cannot be in relationships with people who are perfect. It's borderline narcissism. And imagine her trying to have conversations with people, with him. And he doesn't feel like he should even be talked to because guess what? He don't have to be here. He has options. He's a high value man. You should be appreciative. You should be cooking and cleaning for me. You should want to do all these things because there are women that are willing to line up to do it. Tyreese, brother, keep screwing children. Moving on. Up next, Latto, okay? To those that don't have time to allow their gifts to fester. To those who don't give themselves enough time to grow. To those who don't believe in themselves. To those who think that they can literally do everything, okay? And then the thing they're supposed to do suffers. Look to your neighbor and say, one thing. One thing. Latto has a radio show now. Why? I don't know. By the time I turn around in this chair again, please tell me why she has a radio show. You're on the radio. Why do you need a radio show? Is it getting too expensive to pay for them plays? Why do you need a radio show, Latto? Why? Okay, so the issue that I'm having, okay, everybody, see, Carisha should tell them. How many shows has Carisha done? 5 or 6 shows, okay? In a year, okay? Yeah. Nicki Minaj, how many shows has she done? 10? 3, 4?
Over 3 years.
What are you going to talk about, Latto? Do you want a place where you can freestyle all the time? Is the label not allowing you to release things that you feel is going to sell, but it's not? Are you here to address rumors? Are you trying to replace the blogs? What is it that you're doing that you're going to have time to research content on yourself and address because you have time to address it because you're not being booked and busy? Are you afraid of competition? Is Ice Spice got you worked up right now? What are we going to talk about on the radio? Nobody even listens to radio no more. What are you going to talk about on the radio? I have a whole ex-radio station manager working for me now. What are you going to talk about on the radio? Should I have her give me a detailed report on how radio is just... Radio is reporting on what we're doing on the blogs now. If you ask her why I keep making this face, it's the face that Jonathan Majors gave that when she went through his phone. That's the face I'm giving her. What are we going to talk about? Apple Music giving anybody with a few followers a radio station that you can start for free. I just want you to focus, Latto, okay? You are shaking real bad out here, okay? Is anybody, anything somebody say, you out here like my sister-in-law. This is what keeps you going, okay? If nobody's talking about you like nobody's talking about my sister-in-law right now, no sales, okay? So you have to allow the blogs to do what it is that they do. And don't focus on radio stuff, because radio is so of the past. That's why it's so easy for you to start one. Let us who are ordained by God to put you in the position that you're in to do it, okay? You have a good single, you got a great single. You have a bad single, we're going to tell you about it, okay? But that doesn't make you a bad person. Just because you got a bad single doesn't make you a bad artist. You win some, you lose some. I lost a lawsuit. Does it make me a bad talk show host? No! It's a part of the game. You gotta wear big girl panties. The same panties you were trying to sell. Put them back on. Be a woman. This is not reality TV. You do not have Jermaine Dupri and all those people kissing your ass anymore, telling you how great you are of an artist. This is something that you got to find on your own. And you going to get a radio station is a distraction from what you need to be working on, which is bars. You got a radio station, you're not writing. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing here, okay? I always like to use the Tyler Perry rule for this because Tyler Perry is excellent. Tyler Perry focused on one thing. One thing was rapping. Even Nicki Minaj, rapping. Lil' Kim, still rapping. Foxy Brown, rapping. Nowadays, y'all trying to put your eggs all in in different baskets, and guess what? The eggs that need to be hovered over and kept warm, they die. And the one thing that we know you for, we don't know you for that no more because you got caught up in what somebody said about you instead of putting it in a song and hitting back. Come on now, don't go out. Don't go out like my sister-in-law. Now, we ain't heard a single in how long? When's the last time? When's the last time my sister-in-law had a single? When Gangsta Boo died? That was whose single? No, I'm talking about my sister-in-law. We have her blocked. Oh, Lord Jesus. We don't get updates. But listen, I'm just trying to tell you. You chase the blogs, your career is go with the wind, okay? Focus on your career. Nicki Minaj did it. Tyler Perry did it. He focused until he got it right. Then you build and you expand. You ain't even got there yet. You ain't got there. Stop. Believe in yourself. Pray. That's what you can do. Pray. Move it on.